Oh, who is all the person you guys do best?
Which one of us?
Which one of you do that? Are you kidding me? I like all three of you.
Did she say which one we like best?
Welcome back, Extraordinarians! Today we have two very special guests here today. We have Mr. Matty Rich and his lovely wife, Miss Reid Rich.
Hello, everyone.
Wonderful to be here with you, Jordan, Christian, and Trinity.
Thank you so much for allowing us to interview you guys today. We have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
What inspired you guys to go into your career? What inspired you to act and what inspired you to sing?
I'll let you go first on that one.
You know what? For me, I actually started off acting. You know how just acting around the house and being in plays, and your parents always make you, I'm sure your parents do that to you, make you do little skits and little impersonations of other people. So that's where I started. So I think I just like the idea of entertaining. Okay? So that could encompass singing, dancing, acting. It was later that I discovered, well, not real late, I started writing songs at 13. But maybe right around 16, I discovered I could sing.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so I discovered another talent. I was like, because we were going to the malls where they have these booths where you would go in and sing. And I remember going in there singing a Whitney Houston song. And I couldn't believe that I actually sounded pretty decent. I was like, wow. And I kept listening to it because you get the tape to take home with you. And I kept listening to it. I'm like, that's me. And I just had the bug. Ever since then, I'm like, I'm just all around entertainer, girl.
Yeah, I started pretty young, like you all are, and just like what Reid said, was I started as an actor, and I always just dreamt about telling stories. As a young person, I just love just telling stories. I love reading about Hollywood. I was so fascinated on how actors work in front of the camera and how directors direct and put scenes together, and working with a producer, and then also the writer, the creator of projects. So I was pretty young. I think Christian, you're about 10 years old. Mm-hmm. That's when I kind of got the bug, when I was about 10. And it stayed with me ever since I was a teenager, and I started make my first film.
Wow, that's awesome. And that kind of leads into the next question. Who were your role models that really influenced you?
Well, I would have to say my mom was my first role model. She was the one who pushed myself, my brother and sister to pursue our careers, and just like your parents do, they champion you and help you on your career. So I would have to say her first. Now, when I got into Hollywood, I was just so enamored and really liked the work of Sidney Poitier. And he was just a great American actor, African-American actor.
Iconic.
Very iconic, who paved the way for actors and actresses when people of color weren't doing roles like he did. So he was kind of my inspiration. What about you, Reid?
Let's see. Now, in terms of acting, because I was, that's where I started. I was a big fan of Cicely Tyson.
Amazing.
Huge fan of Cicely Tyson. All her old movies, I would imitate her. My mom and them would make me come in and do Miss Jane Pittman in front of everybody. I would imitate Miss Jane Pittman. I would do the lines, and I would scrunch up my face like I was a really old lady, because Miss Jane Pittman was really, really old. I used to do Sounder, all these. You guys probably don't really know these movies.
Yeah.
But go look them up. Yeah, because they're iconic. And yes, I loved Cicely Tyson. And as I got older, people would always say, "Oh my God, you look like a young Cicely Tyson." And I just love that. I loved it. So that inspired me. Just because I thought so much of her. And then I never thought I looked like her until people started to say it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have a chance here.
Yeah, when you get a chance, take a look and read up on Cicely Tyson. And your young viewers, go Google Cicely Tyson. You'll be really, pleased with her work. Her work is just incredible as an actress.
Another question is, what was your favorite acting role or singing gig?
Favorite singing gig? You know what? We were signed to a major deal in 1992. So that was the first time I had an experience with doing a music video. So it wasn't big like it is now. That was the most incredible experience, to be treated like we couldn't lift a finger. They did everything for us. We were like these big stars. We didn't even know what's going on here. I mean, we didn't have to buy our own shampoo. They went and got shampoo. Everything they did for us, for the photo shoots, for the videos, and that's something we had not experienced before. Wardrobe, we think, we get our clothes together and we're gonna go meet at the set. Nope, don't bring nothing but yourself. And they have stylists, and our clothes, our makeup is laid out according to our skin complexion and how they want us to look. That was probably the most. It was like I was blown away. I was like, wow. I didn't think, I came off doing talent shows. We got a record deal off doing talent shows. So never underestimate doing little talent shows in the neighborhoods. And we got discovered there. So we're coming off of doing our own thing, buying our own little clothes and outfits, saving our little money and getting our mother's money, to, no, don't bring anything. Here's an airline ticket. This is your hotel. This is what, that was like the best experience to me. I'll never, ever forget that experience.
That sounds incredible.
It's great.
Yeah. Star treatment.
That's awesome. I have to say, my first movie, Straight Outta Brooklyn, was my how I got the acting bug. Yeah, my first
We
film.
both went big. He went really big. And ironically, we did not know each other, but it was the same year, right?
Yeah, the same year.
You were I think you were 91.
Yep, 91.
And I was 92.
Yep.
92. So we didn't know each other. We're on two sides. He's on the East Coast, I'm on the West Coast, but we're in that space where we're being treated like royalty. We had no idea, so we got similar stories to compare around the same time.
Yeah.
Same year. Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow.
I'm 13.
13.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do next with you?
Singing, dancing. I can do some dancing. Who do you like working with the best?
You three.
Okay.
I enjoy working with you as your acting coach. It's been great. I guess. Yeah, I think that's a good answer. But I've worked with so many different creative people. I mean, from Lorenz Tate to Jada Pinkett Smith to, so many great actors and actresses. I don't have one particular person, but they've all been really, really good to work with. Everybody's different, so I get a different experience from the different people I work with.
But I think you've had good experiences working with Lorenz Tate, if you guys know who that is.
Yeah.
And you can tell because that director or that producer will continue to work with that same person. They'll continue, so they've done several things together.
Yeah, we have.
So they have a good chemistry, they work well together, they're creatively compatible. Because sometimes you could pair up with somebody who bucks every idea you have.
Yeah, sure.
So then, you got a little problem there. But I think with them, they work well together.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Lorenz is just an amazing talent and a good person. And just like what Reid said, is when you connect with someone, one artist connects with another artist, and you just it's like music. Or when you have a singing partner and you're singing together. It's just the same thing when there's a director and an actor.
True.
When you're connected like that. So yeah.
And do you guys have any advice that you would give to younger entertainers that might be just starting out or anything?
You have to love it. And also learn from the best. And the best does not mean somebody who's won an Oscar or Emmy. It's the best person that you know that's ahead of you, that's more advanced than you. So just because if you're new and you know somebody who's been like acting or singing many years before you, you can learn from them. You can learn from a friend or colleague, but keep your mind open to learn and learn, because in this business you never stop learning. Even now, and I've been doing this for a long time, you just never stop learning.
And my advice would be, that was good, by the way. There you go. My advice would be, don't be afraid to take a chance on yourself. Okay? And you're gonna get a lot of no's in this business, but always have a backup plan where you can greenlight yourself. Because you don't want to always be sitting waiting for somebody to approve you. You know you're good. How can I make this happen myself? That's what, you know, like Matty's an independent filmmaker. Independent. Do it yourself. I'll raise the money and say, but I'm going to do this. I don't need you to greenlight me. Not yet. But I'm going to do this. So, because I see a lot of singers waiting for their big break to get a record deal. Get your own deal. So, okay, if Warner Brothers gonna pick you up, who are you gonna go to? Yourself. You become the label. You become your manager. You do everything yourself and get yourself out there with all social media and all this. You can do the same thing the record label does. You just have to be willing to put in the work, and I suggest to do it while you're young and you got energy.
That's right.
When you get a certain age, you be like, forget it. No.
Exactly.
But definitely look for that. Always have that plan B, so you're not dependent upon anybody. Become independent. Okay?
This next one is a fun one. What are y'all's favorite foods?
Wow. Cuban food. I love Cuban food. There's one place in particular, but I don't want to say it because I like them all. But I love Cuban food. You know, the plantains, the rice, and the beans, and the fish, the way that it's baked and prepared with the seasoning. I can eat that dish every day.
I love this too, because I eat this.
You can eat?
I eat salmon.
I love salmon.
Yeah.
Oh, I love salmon. That's
And I like those little fish sticks.
those fish sticks, okay.
And most of I can't have because of nuts.
Oh, the nuts, that's right.
Yeah.
You're allergic to nuts?
Mm-hmm. Allergic to peanuts and soy.
Oh, okay.
So, okay.
Yeah, but that would be my favorite. What's your favorite?
My soul food.
Always good.
Soul food.
Soul food is always good.
You know, we're on the West Coast. We don't have a lot of great soul food places. Like when you come on to in the South or on the East Coast, they have better selections. So if I can find good soul food, some other pork chops, some yams, some greens, macaroni and cheese, just a little something.
But the main thing I like is chicken. This is my favorite. I love chicken. Yes, I love chicken. Like green beans. I can have. That's the chicken I can have, but not the chicken from the store.
Like fried chicken or something.
Yeah, because I can have fried chicken. I can have like chicken, the chicken breast, like from Mermaid, and that's what I like the best. Chicken.
I love it.
Oh, what's all the person you like the best?
Which one of us?
Which
Which
one
one
of
of
you
us?
did I? Are you kidding me? I like all three of you.
Did she say which one we like best?
You don't have
No.
like a favorite?
No, I don't have a favorite.
What?
I see. Let me tell you.
You guys are fabulous.
That's the word. You all
You guys are
three
a team here.
That's right.
Like a powerhouse team of talent.
family, very talented.
Extremely.
I see strengths in each of you. Like Trinity is such a good dramatic actress. Trinity can cry on cue, and I've seen it. And you're so great. And Christian, he has humor. He likes video games.
And also playing with Legos.
Yes.
And playing games.
And playing games.
I
But-
built some cool things with them, like
He's, you know,
He's smart.
He's very smart. And then Jordan has such a great voice and so talented. So, yeah, there is no choice. It's just all three of you.
Now, I'll tell you what I love about all three of you. You guys study your craft. You guys study. You guys are disciplined. Like, I don't know if your mom's making you do it or you're just doing it, but you guys really study and it shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do your homework.
So I want to say this finally, and then we have to leave, but you all are extremely talented. I said this to you before. It's been like just a pleasure to get to know you and your parents and your grandmom. Very, very talented family. And all you have to do is like what we talked about is practice. Practice and prepare. Get a role or get an opportunity to audition, be prepared. If you don't get a role, it's okay. It's okay. But there's a role out there for you. Not just one, but roles. So it's not about, okay, if you don't get the role that you really want, it's okay to feel disappointed, but then you gotta shrug your shoulders off and you have to keep going.
That's it. That's
Right?
it. And go big. Whatever you do, go
That's
big.
right. Go
Do it
big.
big. Just jump right out of your comfort zone and go big. It's easier for someone to pull you back than to try to pull it out of you and make you go big, okay? Big,
Awesome.
big. You already go big. You already go big. This one goes big. Go big, go big. Okay?
All right.
It has been a pleasure talking with you guys today, and thank you guys so much for letting us interview you and giving us advice. And thank you for coaching us too, because you guys have helped us out a whole lot. So thank you guys.
Wonderful.
Thank you for having us. This was great.
Yeah, thank you for coming to see us while we're in Orlando. This is
This
wonderful.
is amazing. Who knew?
That was so cool to be
Yes.
able to
So
meet them
cool.
and to talk with them.
Yes, and plus I want to go to LA.
They don't live in LA.
Yes, she does. Miss Reid lives there.
No, she doesn't. But anyway,
Well, in
that was
California then.
that was really awesome to get some
to ask them some questions.
some questions
And
and to
ask
get
them
advice
some-
from them
yeah.
too.
Yeah, and,
That's all about saying.
and like get them some jokes that we have been doing.
Yeah, she did tell a few jokes.
Yeah,
that was off camera.
I just
but-
tell one. I just tell one. That's all.
But thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. We hope you guys enjoyed.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to become an extraordinarian.
I definitely ring the bell notifications.
And share this video with all your friends and family. Thank you for watching. Bye.
You are so cute.